Western, the only away team to win on Tuesday night. The rest of them were home games for those respective ball teams. And we'll also mention last night, take that back, it was Wednesday night. The Blue Devils got the win. They played against the Kokomo Wildcats. And it was a wild type of ball game. It ended up one overtime. And I'm hearing that the Wildcats were up by one. Tipton had their final possession. They threw it 84 feet. The distance of the court, and Carson Dozel, a spin move, left elbow, put it off the glass, and it fell in for the win. So 2A Tipton defeated 4A Kokomo on Wednesday night. We'll mention a little bit about each team as the clock rolls in. We're 7:52 left in the pregame. We'll let you know about the Hamilton Heights Huskies. They are the visiting team on the scoreboard. They have a school enrollment of 728. Their gym capacity back home, 3,106. Their Class 3A sectional 24. That sectional will happen at Newcastle High School. In their sectional is Delta. They're 15-0 presently. Newcastle, they're 8-5. Hamilton Heights currently, they're 9-5. Yorktown, they're 3-10. Blackford High School, they're 9-3. And Muncie Burris, they're 3-11. We'll mention the principal at Hamilton Heights High School is Jared Mason. The athletic director is Kurt Ogden. The athletic secretary is Lee Ann Moffitt. Hamilton Heights High School located at 25802 State Road 19, Arcadia, Indiana, 46030. You can reach them by telephone 317-984-3551. You can find them on the web at hhshuskies.org. They wear the collars orange, brown, and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference East Division. We'll let you know a year ago, Hamilton Heights got the win at Hamilton Heights 51-50 over the Blue Devils. We'll let you know Hamilton Heights have won 3 out of the last 5. And I will also let you know in previous 11 years, the overall record between these two teams, Hamilton Heights 5 wins, Tipton 6 wins. We'll mention Hamilton Heights Huskies. They're currently 9-5, 2-1 in the Hoosier East. We'll mention offensively, they average 66.9 points per ball game. They give up 62.9 defensively. The head coach, Chad Ballinger, 162 wins, 106 losses, working in year number 12 at Hamilton Heights. Overall, being a 19-year veteran coach, 239 wins, 189 losses. The next game on the agenda for Hamilton Heights will be Thursday, January 31st. That'll be at Frankton. 7:30 start time for the varsity. Putney in Sports will be there. We'll hope to have communication, have a little bit of an interview with Tony Etchison that evening. We'll mention a little bit about the Tipton Blue Devils. The Tipton Blue Devils, they have a school enrollment, 524. Their gym capacity right here will hold 3,050. I have seen that done more than once. And we'll also mention their Class 2A sectional 39. There are 6 in their sectional. We'll let you know the Eastern Comets, they're in it, 11-3. Madison Grant, they're 8-6. Alexandria, they're 11-4. The Tipton Blue Devils, they're 11-2. Taylor Titans, they're currently 2-10. In Eastbrook, the Panthers are 2-11. We'll mention the principal at Tipton High School is Rick Stilson. The athletic director is Corey Fernung. And the athletic secretary is Tammy Sullivan. We'll remind you, Tipton High School, right here, they're located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can find them on the web at www.tcsc.k12.in.us. They wear the collars blue and white. They are in the Hoosier Conference. The present standings are like this in the Hoosier Conference. In the East Division, it's Northwestern. They're 13-0, finished the conference 4-0. Tipton in second place, they're 11-2, 2-1. Third place, Hamilton Heights, they're 9-5, 2-1. Fourth place is Western, they're 7-8, 0-3. Fifth place is Lewis Cass Kings, they're 4-9, also 0-3. In the Hoosier Conference West Division, it's like this. First place presently is Central Catholic, 12-2, they're 2-0. Second place, Twin Lakes, 9-5, they're 2-0. Third place is West Lafayette. The Red Devils are 8-5 overall. They're 2-0 on the season in the conference. Number fourth place, that's Benton Central. They're 7-6, they're 0-3. And in fifth place, it's Rensselaer Central. They're 5-5 on the year. Thus far, they're 0-3 in the West Division. We'll mention the Blue Devils. They are currently 11-2, 2-1 in the Hoosier East. We'll mention offensively, they score 53.6 points per game. That's an average. They give up 40 points a game. That's a pretty good average. And we'll mention the Blue Devils at 40 points per game. They are IHSAA fifth place among all the teams. And I will also mention 41st place average in a margin. That's the margin of victory at 13.62. I will also mention the Hamilton Heights Huskies, IHSAA. They are 34th place with an average offensive output per game at 66.86 on the season. That's an average. We'll also mention the head coach for the Blue Devils is Coach Lou LaFay. In his fifth year, he is currently 85 wins, 25 losses. Working in his 15th year overall, he has 260 wins, 77 losses. The next game on the agenda for the Tipton Blue Devils will be Saturday. That's tomorrow, the 26th. The Blue Devils will be on the road at Taylor Titans High School. That's a 7:30 start for the varsity. And we'll remind you this game is being brought to you in part by HamiltonCountyTV.com. It's an audio broadcast. It's simulcast from PutMeInSports.com. Also, this game being brought to you by Bailey's Paws and Spa. That's in Cicero. Encompass Credit Union. That's right here in Tipton. Yancey's Tuxedos. Also, Brian Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear. Indiana Express Rentals. Adler Attorneys, that's in Noblesville. The Adler Building, Discount Copies, Sign Production, PutMeInSports.com, Noblesville Trophies, McCreary Concrete Products Incorporated, and Fritz Auto Sales and Service. 1:15 left on the pregame clock. We'll go ahead and remind you, we'll let you know there's a brand spanking new pet grooming establishment going to open up tomorrow, grand opening in Cicero. It's Bailey's Paws and Spa. It's right there pretty close, just southeast of the stoplight. You'll find it. It's right there on the back alley, pretty close to where Deckard's Floor Care, right behind where Deckard's Floor Care used to occupy. It's in the same building, but it's in the south portion of the building. That's in Cicero. If you want to call Andrea Sloan, you can. 765-610-4275. Again, that's 765-610-4275. That's Bailey's Paws and Spa. Brand new pet grooming in Cicero. They're getting ready for the national anthem. Both teams standing at attention. Pretty much the whole crowd going to join in unison. This game is in part being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. And the credit union offers the people of Tipton and Clinton counties a full line of financial services. And anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in either county is eligible to join. And we'll let you know the credit union is community-minded, just like you, and strives to support the local community and give back in any way it can. Find more information at www.encompasscu.org. Well done. The TIPTON High School pet band, they're located on the stage at the north end of the gym floor, sounding marvelous. And that flute just accents the United States of America. Got some good news, at least for 3 weeks. At least 3 weeks, got some good news today from our president. We'll mention we're going to get started here soon. Basketball tonight on the agenda at TIPTON High School. TIPTON High School going to host this ball game, Hamilton Heights. We'll mention the starting lineup first for the Hamilton Heights Huskies. Wearing number 0, he's 5'11". He's a sophomore, Gus Etchison. He averages 25 points per ball game. Also starting tonight, he'll wear number 2, 6'2" junior. Number 2 is Isaac Hickok. Wearing number 14, he's 6'1". He's a junior. Number 14 is Brent Pennington. Wearing number 15, he's a senior. He's 6'4" tall. He averages 15.6 per contest. He averages 4.7 on the rebounding stage. That's A.J. Field. And now starting is the final starter in the lineup for the Huskies. He wears number 24, 5'8" junior. The ball handler, that's Hudson Hostedler. We'll mention the coach is Chad Ballinger. Now for the TIPTON Blue Devils. The Blue Devils will start like this. Wearing number 4, he's 6'2". He's a junior. That's Noah Wolf. Also starting tonight, he'll wear number 20, 5'11" senior. Number 20 is Aiden Moses. Wearing number 22, he's 6'1". He's a senior, Luke Stoker. And also starting tonight, he'll wear number 24. He's 6'2". He's a senior. Number 24 is Carson Dozel. The final starter in the lineup for the Blue Devils. He'll wear number 33, 6'7" junior. Number 33 is Ben Humrickhouse. The head coach for the Blue Devils is Lou LaFay. So they're getting introduced right now. This is homecoming for them. Evidently, they've introduced the court between games. I think they had a winner, boy and a girl. I'm not at liberty to speak who that might be. I don't even actually know. So we're here for basketball, but that's not a bad thing to mix it in and have a good atmosphere. Tell you what, this place is not completely capacity, but this place is close. And it's really nice to have two communities playing basketball against each other. Not far to travel. I look across the way, I see some folks here that might not have been here if it was a little further to drive. So Humrickhouse going to jump it up against Etchison. Going to be tipped to the backcourt, picked up by Carson Dozel. Here across the timeline. We've just begun first quarter. 7:41 on the wristwatch. We're at TIPTON High School with the basketball. Right elbow extended. They work it to Aiden Moses across the top. They'll give it to Luke Stoker. Back to Dozel. Out top. Left of center. Three-point land. Wouldn't go. Shot for Humrichow fell off. Rebound. Dozel. He'll dish off in the paint. He'll get it to Noah Wolf, and Noah Wolf will put it in the bucket, and he'll get fouled. First foul of the ball game going to be whistled on Hamilton Heights. They're going to whistle this foul on number 2, Isaac Hickok. He picks up his first foul of the ball game. First foul in the ball game. 3-point play, no good. Wouldn't go for Noah Wolf. 2-0 contest. Hamilton Heights first possession in the front court. Out top, Gus Etchison works it right side, well behind the arc to Hostetler. Being guarded right there by Dozel. He'll dribble in, bring it back out. Dozel playing some good D. They'll work it left side behind the arc on the dribble. Kick back. He'll throw the ball back out top. That was Etchison. He throws it back out to Hostetler. Works it left side to Pennington. Right side behind the arc to work it to Isaac Hickok. Left side, well behind the arc, is Etchison. Guarding him is Luke Stoker. Hand in the face, took a shot. 3-point land, rimmed out, wouldn't go. Rebound, Noah Wolf. He'll dish off point guard, Carson Dozel. He'll work it into paint. Elbow, spin move off the glass shot, wouldn't go. A little bit out of control. Similar to the shot he won the game at Kokomo with, right here in the front court. It's still 2-0. With the basketball out top, they're working the basketball now. It's Etchison. Crossover dribble. He'll work it left side behind the arc. Hudson Hostetler, he got the dribble available. He'll keep it. He'll keep the dribble. Customary right there. Hostetler, a good dribbler. He'll work against Noah Wolf. He'll go inside. Elbow right side. Passes off. A.J. Fields shot when it goes. Chasing the board with Hostetler. To the corner. Left corner baseline when it goes. 3-point land for Hickok. Rebound once again by Noah Wolf. 2-0 contest. Early going. We're in the first quarter at TIPTON High School. Ball's in the front court. With the basketball is Carson Dozel. Double team. He'll pass out of it. Down low. He'll take a shot. Shot taken. Block shot. A.J. Field. Blocked the shot of Aiden Moses. Back the other direction. Look at a 2-point bucket just inside the arc. Hudson Hostetler ties the ball game at 2. 5:47. Clock moving. We're in the first quarter. Crossing the timeline. Luke Stoker on the dribble. He'll dish off right there. 6'7" Humrichow. He's got a triple threat now. He'll dribble. He's working against A.J. Fields. He'll work it left side. Double team. Out top to Luke. Luke Stoker works it down low to Noah Wolf. He'll take a shot off the glass. Got the bucket. Trying to get the offensive foul. Isaac Hickok trying to set up for it. No whistle. Ball game 2. It's a 4-2 ball game. Ball's in the front court. Hamilton Heights in the front court now. On the dribble. Crossing over. Gus Etchison. Outside the arc. Pennington. He'll take a 3. Roll around. Fell off. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Secured by 22. Luke Stoker. To the front court. Outside the arc. Got a foot on the line. Would have been a 2. Didn't go. Shot taken by Noah Wolf. Rebound. Secured by Hamilton Heights. Gus Etchison. Etchison takes a 3. Left elbow extended. Got the bucket. Pretty good elevation. Gus Etchison said he likes his floor. It's got some good hops to it. He gets a 3-point bucket. Hamilton Heights goes up by 1. 5-4 contest. 4:36 on the game clock. Left side with the basketball behind the arc. He'll pick up the basketball, pass it right side. That's Aiden Moses. Works it to Humrichow. Gets the ball back from Dozel. Top of the key. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound TIPTON. TIPTON with rebound. Credit the board. Aiden Moses. Aiden Moses on the dribble out in front of the scorer's bench. He'll spin move. Lost the handle. Stolen by Hostetler. Hostetler averages 1.9 steals per game. He leads the team on the dribble. Etchison inside the arc. He'll take a 3. Check that. 2-point bucket good for Gus Etchison. 7-4 contest. Huskies with the lead. Ball's in the front court. TIPTON. So work it to the corner. Dozel. They get it to Aiden Moses. Moses will bring it back out, reset the offense. They'll work it left side. Right there picking him up is Hudson Hostetler. Loosely guarded. No count being administered. Noah Wolf tried to drop it inside, and it's rejected. Goes back to Luke Stoker. Credit the rejection to Pennington. Back out top. Shot. 3-point shot in the air. Luke Stoker wouldn't go. Rebound secured by Dozel. He'll take a 3 at the opposite side. It wouldn't go. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to be the last touch by Humrichow. That's Ben Humrichow trying to corral the basketball. Tips it out of bounds. They're going to give the ball back to Hamilton Heights. They'll bring it in the backcourt from the side court. Opposite of the scorer's bench. Going to be brought in right there by Brent Pennington. He'll bring it in to Hostetler. Hostetler crossing the timeline. Working against the new entry in the ball game, that's Elijah Lillis. Elijah Lillis checks in the game. He wears number 12. He's working out the assignment to guard Hosteller from the corner. Fadeaway jumper wouldn't go. Gus Edgerson. It was online. Fadeaway jumper just short, back the other direction. Ball's in TIPTON Blue Devil side of the 50-yard line right there in the front court. Number 24, Dozel. He'll work it down low to get it back to Humrichhouse. He'll get the ball back from Noah Wolf. Back out top. They're moving the ball quick. Carson Dozel bounces it down low. Turnaround jumper, about a 10-footer. Way to go for Humrichhouse. Rebound secured by Isaac Hickok. Three-point shot the other direction. Good. He squares up and nails it. That's A.J. Field. A.J. Field, he averages 15.6 per ball game. It's a 10-4 contest. Huskies by 6. Ball's in the front court. Blue Devils waiting to check in. A Blue Devil basketball player at the scorer's bench. Working it down low, Noah Wolf. Spin it back out there. He'll get out of the paint. Save that possession and work it back to Luke Stoker. Back to Humrichhouse. Humrichhouse being guarded by Pennington. Out top with the basketball, Elijah Lillis. He'll cross over. Outside the paint, he'll look to get rid of it. He will out top once again to Ben Humrichhouse. Right side to move the basketball to Luke to the baseline. Noah Wolf back out top. He'll move it to Carson Dozel. Dozel on the dribble. He'll back his way in. He'll take a shot from the baseline. Shot would he go? Ball's loose. Picked up by Hamilton Heights on the board. Credit the board to Hosteller. To the corner. Shot in the air. Shot rims around. Falls in. Good. Three-point lay-in. Brent Pennington. It's a 13-4 contest. Hamilton Heights by 9. Crossing the timeline. Going to slow the pace just a little bit. With the basketball is Dozel. He'll work it right side behind the arc. Left elbow extended to Luke Stoker. Back out top to Noah Wolf. Now back to Luke. He'll pass it in gingerly right there. Working the ball around. Humrichhouse dishes off. Free throw line. Shot way to go for Noah Wolf. Rebound Pennington. They'll work it to Edgerson. They're working behind the arc. Left elbow extended. Got the bucket. Hosteller from three-point lay-in. We're inside a minute. We're in the first quarter of play. 16-4. Ball's in the front court. TIPTON Blue Devils. On the dribble, it's Carson Dozel. Works behind the back. Lost the handle. Picked up by A.J. Field. 37 seconds left. Huskies have the possession. Looking to Coach Ballinger for the play. They'll work it in the front court now. Just inside the front court there, Gus Etchison works it opposite side to Isaac Hickok. Going to go back door a little bit right there to the corner. Pennington going to go for an encore presentation. Pennington again from the baseline jumper, three-point lay-in. 12 seconds left. Ball's in the front court. Blue Devils on the dribble. It's Carson Dozel. 19-4, 6 seconds left. Carson Dozel splits a double team. He'll take a shot. He'll go to the foul line. They might call it on the floor. They're going to say just bring it out of bounds prior to the shot. Carson Dozel working hard right there. 2.3 left. Substitution going to check in the ball game. We're going to see number 23, Dalton Money, a 6'2" junior. He'll check in the ball game. He'll give a breather to Noah Wolf. He'll be brought in by Dozel. Working in right there. Shot in the air. Three-point land. Wouldn't go. Carson Dozel at the end of one quarter of play. Hamilton Heights 19, TIPTON 4. We'll go to a second quarter here in just a moment. And we'll remind you, attention prom goers. If you're a prom goer, Yancey's Tuxedos at 1740 South Penn Street, Noblesville. You can dial them up at 317-773-2973. That's Yancey's Tuxedos, 50 years in business. Best prices in Hamilton County. He can beat the big box store for sure. And he's open Saturday. I tell you what, if you want to call him up and set an appointment for Saturday, dial Dan Yancey at 317-773-2973. He has a variety of tuxes and men's suits. You know that prom is just around the corner. You want to save some money? Call Yancey's Tuxedos, 317-773-2973. That's in Noblesville at 1740 South 10th Street. So we're getting ready for second quarter. And inbound the basketball belongs to Hamilton Heights. Huskies in the front court of the basketball. They should get the ball back. Hostetler with the basketball. Out top to work to Etchison. Etchison out top, three-point land, got the bucket. About 3 steps behind the arc. Humrick House was in his face, hand in the face, but he got the bucket anyway. Going to work the ball in the front court. TIPTON Blue Devil basketball. Out top, they'll work at Aiden Moses. They'll work it left side. Try to get it to Luke Stoker. A little bit out in front, a little bit too far out stretch for his hand. The official's going to say that ball was touched by no one, and Luke Stoker, I'm begging to differ, but they'll give the ball back to Hamilton Heights. So the ball's in the front court. Working it out top of the basketball, Isaac Hickok. Out top, moves it left side to A.J. Field. On around the perimeter against the Hostetler. He'll drive the baseline. Hostetler goes up off the glass. Power layup. Hostetler made the play. He's 5'8". So they're in the front court. 7:03 on the game clock. Ball's in the front court. TIPTON Blue Devils. Working down low, Dozel. Good pass from Humrick House. Dozel down low off the block. Got the bucket in the paint. 2-point bucket for Dozel. It's 24-6. Hamilton Heights with the lead and the basketball in the front court. Works to the left side with the basketball. It's Hostetler. Out top to Pennington. Moves it right side. He'll carry places. Isaac Hickok out top to A.J. Field. Back to Etchison. Etchison with the basketball being guarded by Dozel. He's going to steal the ball. Going to pick his pocket, and Dozel will try to go the distance. He will. Dozel uses that rim as a defender. Went off the glass, got the bucket. 24-8 out top. 3-point land. Etchison wouldn't go. Hand in the face. That was Aiden Moses. Back the other direction. Dalton Money couldn't get the shot to go, and Brent Pennington recycles that basketball. He'll give it across the timeline to Hostetler. Hostetler out top, works it right side to Isaac Hickok. Going to be a reach-in. No foul call. Got the steal. Luke Stoker. They're going to say no shot awarded. A foul is going to be called prior to. But Luke Stoker picked the pocket, and he went the other direction. But they're not going to allow the shot. The foul occurred just prior to. Foul's going to be whistled on number 2, Isaac Hickok. He picks up his second foul in the ball game. Going to be brought in left of the bucket for the Blue Devils. Dalton Money will inbound the basketball. He's a junior. They'll bring it in, looking to get it in. He'll throw up tall. Get into Humrick House off the handle. Picked up by Etchison. They'll go the distance. Floater off the glass wouldn't go. Flip the ball back. It's picked up by Luke Stoker off the board. Back the other direction, Carson Dozel. Right side, he'll give it up to Aiden Moses. Moses dribbles in the paint. Passes it down low off the glass. Good shot. Goes in. Dalton Money for 2. 24-10. 5:32 on the game clock. Out top, Hostetler. Works the right side, Etchison. Crossing over, working against Luke Stoker. Trading off man right there. Dalton Money will guard Etchison now. They'll work it right side in the ball game for the Huskies is number 1, Corey Von Felt. He works the right side behind the arc. Hostetler gives it up to Etchison. Etchison going to be guarded right there by Luke Stoker. Etchison going to pop a shot. Left elbow extended. 3-point land wouldn't go. Out there with the basketball, and the rebound is Carson Dozel. Carson Dozel going to get pushed to the floor. It was all accidental. It was incidental. That's just it. Hudson Hostetler, accidental push from behind, and Dozel hits the deck, but just like sportsmanship should be. Hudson Hostetler reaches down, picks him right back up. So Hostetler picks up his first foul in the ball game. 24-10, 5 minutes to go. They work it down low. They get the ball inside. They'll go to the hoop. Drew Pierce sneaks in the ball game on me. He's at the foul line now. Drew Pierce. He's a sophomore, 6 foot tall. He'll bounce a couple times. He'll eye and fly the first one. Got it. Drew Pierce, he is now 3 for 3 at the varsity foul line on the season. He's 100%. He's going to get one more. He'll eye and fly the second one. It'll rim out. Rebound, Tipton. Put back up and in. It's Dalton Money. So they get a 3-point play the opposite old-fashioned way. It's a 24-13 contest, an 11-point advantage for the Huskies. Ball's in the front court on the dribble, left elbow extended. Hostetler out top, shot in the air, rimmed around, fell off. That was A.J. Field. Kept the ball alive. That was Pennington. Dishes it off to Etchison. Shot wouldn't go, left elbow. Rebound back the other direction. They're going with Carson Dozel. Nearly a steal. Drew Pierce kept the possession. Pretty good hands right there for Hostetler. So work at left side. It's outside the paint. Left-handed floater wouldn't go for Carson Dozel. Back the other direction. Rebound. Brent Pennington to the corner. On the drive now. He'll kick it back out to Brent. Three-point land. Got the bucket. Left elbow extended. Brent Pennington has three-point shots that went in this first half. 27-13. A 14-point advantage for the Huskies. Ball's in the front court. Carson Dozel on the stationary dribble. He'll pass it right side now behind the arc. Left elbow extended. That's Aiden Moses. Working against him, it's Corey Von Felt. So work a cross-court skip pass. Dalton Money, three-point land, wouldn't go. Rebound secured by A.J. Field. Back the other direction. Left elbow extended. Three-point shot, good. Gus Etchison hits the three-pointer. It's 30-13. It's a 17-point ball game. Luke Stoker waiting at the scores bench. He'll check in on the next dead ball for Tipton. 3:16 on the game clock. On the dribble in front court, Dalton Money. Out top, Aiden Moses. Elbow left side. Aiden Moses shot when he go. Rebound, Hostetler. Hostetler picks it up, crossing the timeline at a trot pace. He'll go left side now. Dish off the ball. So Gus Etchison going to be a reach behind the back, trying to get the steal. That's a difficult task to get that type of steal behind the back. And sometimes it works, but I'd probably say 75% of the time it's almost impossible. Foul's going to be whistled on number 24, Carson Dozel. He picks up his first. Huskies passing into the backcourt. A.J. Field in the backcourt to Hostetler. Hostetler at the T logo, center court into front court. Working against Luke Stoker, passes it right side to the corner. Gus Etchison now back out to Corey Von Felt. Von Felt with the basketball. He'll work it right now left. He'll pass it right side behind the arc to A.J. Field. He'll kick it to the corner. Three-point land. Rims out. Wouldn't go. Brent Pennington. Rebound finally secured by 24. Carson Dozel. Dozel with the basketball. He'll cross it over. Going to be stolen. Tipped away, and Hostetler comes up with another steal. Passes it to the front court off the glass. Shot when to go for A.J. Field. Hostetler gets another steal. Pass it down underneath. It wouldn't go. A.J. Field couldn't get the bucket. A.J. Field hit the floor pretty hard right there. They're checking on him. Coach has not entered the floor yet. A.J. Field to his feet. He's getting some medium fives right there. I believe he's going to stay in. Corey Von Felt, good friend, was right there talking with him, helping him up. It's kind of a mental thing, but it sometimes does become physical, and we all know that. We are going to miss Victor Oladipo for the rest of the Pacers season. I tell you what, that guy is loved by, I can't even begin to count how many. So they'll bring the ball in, brought in to Carson Dozel, brought in from Dalton Money. He'll cross the timeline. They'll work it left side to Dalton Money behind the arc. The dribble back around is tipped right there by Von Felt. Goes across the timeline. He can go get it. That was Humrick House. Everything's fine. In the paint, 12-footer. Floater would go for Aiden Moses. Rebound, Tipton. Dalton Money couldn't get the putback shot to go. Hamilton Heights comes up with the basketball. Gus Etchison trying to get it to Pennington. Lost the handle. Goes back the other direction. 2-point bucket good. Left side of the glass. That's Carson Dozel. So they work the ball in the front court. Once again on the dribble. Going to be a timeout called. 30-second timeout called by Coach Ballinger. 1:32 left here in the first half. We're in the second quarter. It's 30-15. And we'll remind you, this game is in part being brought to you by Main Street Mortgage, a local full-service mortgage broker located in Cicero. Brian Baer has more than 20-plus years of mortgage loan origination experience. Brian offers a full array of mortgage products, from no money down to 20% down conventional mortgage loans. He offers personal customer service, expert knowledge of all mortgage loans, and the lowest interest rates you will find. You can call today and start saving money now. 317-420-5192. Again, that's 317-420-5192. Brian Bear, Main Street Mortgage, a good combination. We'll bring the ball in. Huskies call the 30. They get the ball back inserted from half court, thrown away. Ball's loose. Ball's loose, picked up by Humrichhouse. In the front court now. They're working through the left corner baseline. Aiden Moses. He'll dribble it out, pick up the basketball. He'll tip it back out. He'll pass it to a teammate. Senior classmate Luke Stoker. At the top of the basketball, they'll move it right side, well behind the arc. It's Humrichhouse. He's being guarded right there by Etchison. They'll work it down low. Pass and a shot when he go. He'll go up for the shot. He'll buy the foul basically, but it was a good call. Carson Dozel. They had a mismatch underneath. They tossed him one ever so slightly. It was pretty much an alley-oop play. And at the foul line now, he'll get the first one. That foul's going to be whistled on Hudson Hostetler. He picks up his second in the ball game. Huskies have 7 fouls here in the first half. The Blue Devils with 1. Second shot, good also. 24, Carson Dozel. He started this game at 67% free throw shooter. They'll work it left side behind the arc. With the basketball, Corey Von Felt. Now back out top in the center circle, it's Hudson Hostetler, being guarded by Noah Wolf. They'll work it behind in the front court right there. Gus Etchison in front of the scorer's bench. Deep in the front court, he's being guarded by Aiden Moses. On the dribble now. They'll work it right side, parallel. Corey Von Felt being guarded by Luke Stoker. Back to Gus Etchison. 21 seconds left. Take that back. 24 seconds left in the quarter. We're in the second quarter. In the front court with the basketball, the Huskies working the time clock. Hudson Hostetler, elbow right side, dishes off, gets it back to Pennington. 11 seconds long, 3-point shot at the buzzer. No buzzer, I should say, but shot wouldn't go. 3-point land back the other direction. Dozel with the basketball to the corner. Luke Stoker, 3-point land, got the bucket, and there is the buzzer. Luke Stoker hits the 3-point trifecta at the buzzer. We'll go to halftime. Hamilton Heights up by 10, 30-20. Huskies are on the road playing basketball at TIPTON High School. And we'll remind you that I'm coming up next week. Next week, it's IHSAA Girls Basketball. 44th Annual Sectional begins on Tuesday, the 29th. It'll run through Saturday, the 2nd of February. And then after that, the regional round will happen February 9th through February 16th. And we'll remind you later on, it's going to be the state finals at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. February 23rd, all 4 classes will play at the girls' variety on that day. And we'll remind you coming up this week, Class 3A, Sectional 24 at Newcastle High School. Game 1, it'll be 12-8 Yorktown versus 12-10 Hamilton Heights Lady Huskies. That's just one game that night. It'll start at 7 p.m. PutMeInSports.com will be there if you care to listen. About 6:40 p.m. will be the internet audio pregame. We'll also mention Class 2A, Sectional 39. There are 7 teams in that sectional. That sectional will happen at Madison Grant High School. Game 1 will be Taylor versus Alexandria, Tuesday the 29th at 7 p.m. Just one game that night also. But we'll mention the Tipton Lady Devils will play the winner, and that'll happen at 6 p.m. February 1st. 18-5 Tipton Lady Devils will play the winner of Taylor and Alexandria, and that'll happen at the Madison Grant sectional. And we'll also remind you that this game is also in part being brought to you by Fritz. FritzandFishers.com since 1983. Great cars, great prices, great customers. You can dial Fritz at their Fishers dealership at 2228. Fritz and Fisher's, that's one of their two Hamilton County locations. That's Fritz and Fisher's at 8599 East 116th Street, Fishers, Indiana. They're also located, Fritz in Noblesville, at 2400 Westfield Road, just between Noblesville and Westfield, right there, Noblesville, Indiana. You can explore their quality used car inventory. You can visit them online, or you can visit them on site. That's fritzandfishers.com, FRITZ. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear. Real estate wouldn't be real estate without a real estate professional like Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear is proud to assist you with your current and future real estate needs. You can call Lisa Stokes Bear or send her a text message at 317-513-4086. Again, that number is 317-513-4086. Lisa is a member of Century 21 Sheets Company in Carmel. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals. They're located at 1708 South 8th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. You can dial them up at 317-773-4800. They're authorized dealer for Penske Truck Rentals, one way and local for households and businesses. Cargo vans up to 26 feet, commercial with lift gates. Full line of moving supplies. Locally owned and operated since 1998. Owner on site daily. You can find them there at Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Saturday, they're right there, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And that is Indiana Express Rentals in Noblesville. Also, the Adler Building. Adler Attorneys right there at the Adler Building. Attorneys at law. They'll provide family law, personal injury, criminal defense, estate planning, litigation, appellate appeals, bankruptcy, real estate law, personal defense, dependable counsel. That's Raymond M. Adler and Seth R. Wilson. They're located at 136 South 9th Street, Noblesville, Indiana, 46060. If you'd like to send Ray a message by email, you can at ray@noblesvilleattorney.com. Again, that's ray@noblesvilleattorney.com. You can reach them by telephone, 317-773-1974. Free initial consultation. And we'll also mention, if you're looking for office space, the Adler Building has office space available. Conference room availability if you should need it. The Adler Building, located downtown Noblesville, Indiana, just a block southeast of the Hamilton County Courthouse Square. At 9th and Maple Street, 317-773-1974. Again, the number is 317-773-1974. This game is also being brought to you by Discount Copies. 317-773-8783. They're located at 100 Mensa Drive, Noblesville, Indiana, 46062. On facsimile, you can reach them at 317-773-9050. You can reach them by email at discountcopies96@gmail.com. They are family owned and operated. Their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They're open Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then they're right there behind Pizza Hut off of State Road 32 on the west edge of Noblesville. They offer a wide range of services. That's Discount Copies in Noblesville. We'll also mention this game being brought to you in part by Sign Production. A business with a good sign is a sign of good business. Computer-generated, painted, and sandblasted signs, billboard advertising, large format signage, vehicle graphics and lettering, banners and window lettering. Sign Production since 1985, located at 105 West Main Street, Arcadia, Indiana, 46030. You can dial them up at 317-984-3765. That's Sign Production in Arcadia. Also, this game is being brought to you by PutMeInSports.com since 2008. Also, it's being simulcast this evening, HamiltonCountyTV.com. And we'll mention you can also listen on demand after tonight's ball game. We'll remind you that PutMeInSports.com has been bringing internet radio high school sports to the listening ears of the IHSAA fans. Football in the fall with the Tipton Blue Devils, basketball in the winter, and baseball each spring with the Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. We welcome you to continue listening to high school sports, and we thank you for listening to PutMeInSports.com. And this game is also in part being brought to you by Noblesville Trophies at 1720 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Your one-stop shopping trip for trophies, plaques, and awards. Visit Noblesville Trophies at the south edge of Noblesville, where the customer finishes first. You can find them on the web at NoblesvilleTrophies.com. They're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can dial them up at 317-773-7391. That's Noblesville Trophies. And there's Joey, my good friend. Say, well, this is a fast-paced game right here.
Yes, it was. It was a fast-paced game. We need to come out in that second half and get started like they did in that first half. And it was definitely a fast-paced game up and down the floor. Those are fun to watch.
A lot of athletes on this floor.
Yes, there are. On that Tipton team, you see a lot of names that we were calling out during the football season. And on the high side, yeah, a lot of athletes out on the floor, a lot of guys that can get up and down the floor quick.
No doubt. That's Joey Trexler. He helped us with some football games. Glad he's a friend of mine. Joey Trexler loves kids. Say what? He knows a lot about sports also. He came down to say hi. I was in the midst of reading some advertisements, but Joey Trexler, Hamilton Heights graduate himself. Going to inbound the basketball. Blue Devils going to have the possession. Brought in by Aiden Moses. We're in second half. 7:55 on the game clock. So working right side of the basketball behind the arc, Luke Stoker. Out top to move it. They move to the corner now. Aiden Moses. He'll get the ball back from Dozel. Short off the mark, wouldn't go. Rebound Hamilton Heights. Picked up there by Hosteller to the front court. Three-point shot in the air. Left elbow extended, wouldn't go for Gus Etchison. Rebound secured. Noah Wolf in the front court of the basketball now. Second time down the floor, second half for the Blue Devils. He'll bounce it out top of the circle to Humrickhouse. Left side took a shot. Shot wouldn't go. That was Aiden Moses. Back the other direction. Long half-court pass from Hosteller. Right on the mark and on the money underneath the bucket off the glass. Good is A.J. Field. So first 2 points, second half belongs to the Huskies. 32-20, we went to halftime. A 10-point deficit for Tipton. Tipped out of bounds. Good hands, Gus Etchison. Trying to keep the ball away from Dozel. They're kind of letting these boys play just a little bit here. So they're going to bring the ball in, belongs to Tipton, right of the bucket on the baseline. Can be brought in by Aiden Moses. He'll bring it in tall to Dozel. Lost the handle, but Aiden Moses right there to pick it up. They'll bring it back out. They'll reset the offense. On the dribble, Aiden Moses. Working to the left side, out top now to Humrickhouse. Behind the arc to Luke Stoker. Back pedal dribble back to Humrickhouse. Humrickhouse he'll have the triple threat. He'll work it to the corner. Noah Wolf back to Ben. Ben will, behind the arc, he's going to get the ball up right there to Luke Stoker. Guarding Luke is Isaac Hickok. to the corner. They'll work it ball around. Elbow left side. Noah, he'll give it up to Humrichhouse. He'll back his way in. Back out top. 3-point land. Shot off the mark. Wouldn't go. Noah Wolf. Rebound secured by Isaac Hickok. Cross-court pass. He'll give the ball up at half court to Gus Edgerson. Back to Isaac. Isaac Hickok now right side. Behind the heart. 3-point land. Shot on the way. Short off the rim. Wouldn't go for Gus Edgerson. Rebound out there secured by Noah Wolf. He dishes off. One in the front court there. Dozel. Back to Aiden Moses. See the baseline. He'll give it back to Dozel. He's got the triple threat. He'll dribble. Behind the back pass. He'll get it inside to teammate, classmate, Humrichhouse. I take that back. Humrichhouse, just a junior. To the corner, baseline shot. Wouldn't go. Hamilton Heights, Isaac Hickok. Rebound secured. Bring it to the front court now. Ball's in the hands of Aiden Moses. He'll stop a top shot. Wouldn't go. Noah Wolf going to reach over the back, trying to secure the board. Going to get a foul call on Noah Wolf. Reaching right over right there. Securing the position was Hostetler. So Noah Wolf going to take a breather. Number 12, Elijah Lillis back in the ball game. 23, Dalton Money back in the ball game. And now also taking a breather, number 20, Aiden Moses. 32-22. Ball's in the front court. Huskies with the possession. We're to the corner. Isaac Hickok, 3-point land, got the bucket. 35-22, Isaac Hickok from 3-point land. 5:17 on the game clock. Ball's in the front court. Carson Dozel, double team. He'll pick up the dribble. He'll bounce it out of there to Elijah Lillis. Lillis behind the arc on the dribble. He'll work it left side inside the 3-point area, working the ball in right there is Humrichhouse. Out top, inside out play, rims out for, wouldn't go for Lillis. Rebound secured by Brent Pennington. Pennington in the front court, they'll dish it off to Hostetler. Hostetler crossing over. He'll go to the corner. 3-point shot again, got the second consecutive. Isaac Hickok, another 3-point shot. They'll work it to the front court, Blue Devils. 38-22, down low, 10 feet in the paint, kick it to the corner. Rimmed around, wouldn't go, shot taken by Elijah Lillis. Rebounds to Hickok. He'll dish it up ahead to Gus Edgerson. He'll go hard off the glass, a little bit strong, and a rebound out there, Blue Devils. Out top of the basketball in the front court. To the right, should say left elbow extended. Then Humrichhouse. Humrichhouse shoots the good 3 ball. His overall shooting, all shots considered, he's a 50% shooter. 6'7" junior. On the dribble to the corner. On the crossover, Isaac Hickok. Trying to get it to the corner to Hostetler. It's stolen right there by Dozel. He'll pass it up ahead off the glass. 2-point bucket, good. Luke Stoker gets the 2-point shot to go. 38-27. It's an 11-point ball game. Hamilton Heights in front. Out top. 3-point shot, good. A.J. Fields just right of center. Good follow through. He has some good backwards revolution. So crossing the timeline with the basketball, Carson Dozel. Left side closest to the TIPTON bench. They'll work it on closer to Dalton Money. He'll toss it down low. He'll get it tall to Humrichhouse. Back out top, 16-footer. Luke Stoker gets a friendly bounce, and it comes straight back through the rim. 2-point bucket from 16 for Stoker. 41-29. Walking across the timeline, opposite side of the scores bench, Gus Edgerson on the dribble. It's going to be a hand check right there. They're going to call a foul on 24, Carson Dozel. Carson Dozel going to pick up his second foul in the ball game. Team foul number 2, second half. Huskies with 1 thus far in the second half. 2:55 on the game clock. We're in the third quarter. Huskies up by 12. 41-29 on the dribble. He'll kick it to the corner. That's Gus Etchison to Isaac Hickok. He'll bring the ball back out. He'll reset the offense. Left behind the arc. They'll work it to A.J. Fields. He'll dribble in. He'll go off the glass. He got by Dalton Money. Had a clear pass to the bucket. Put it off the glass. So they'll work it to the front court now. Carson Dozel on the dribble. Front court with the basketball. Carson Dozel works it out top. To the corner, Dalton Money. Saved it from going out of bounds. Good hands. Dalton Money. He'll bring the ball back out. They'll reset the offense. 2:15 left here in the third quarter. Going to pick up a screen from Humrick House. He'll dish it down the corner. That's Elijah Lillis. Elijah Lillis, just a bundle of energy. The guy can play football. They're working it back out top with the basketball. Left side, right elbow extended, got the bucket. Humrick House. Ben Humrick House got the bucket. Coach Lou LaFay going to call a timeout after the made shot. 43-32. They're going to take a full 60-second timeout. And we'll go ahead and remind you that this game is also in part being brought to you by McCreary Concrete Products Incorporated. Ready Mix Concrete Supplier, Rushville, Indiana. They're at 810 North Fort Wayne Road. You can dial them in Rushville at 317, check that, 765-932-3058. That's in Rushville. They have a Tipton, Indiana location that's Building Material Supplier, located at 875 West Industrial Drive. You can dial them there at 765-675-2657. Also, for sales product information, you can reach them by dialing 317-844-5157. That's McCrearyConcrete.com, McCreary Concrete.com for your next commercial concrete pour. Call McCreary Concrete Products Incorporated. So they bring the ball in. Belongs to Hamilton Heights. They bring it in 84 feet. Ball's in the hands at center court right there on the T logo. Hudson Hosteller working against him is Elijah Lillis. They'll bounce it. Right side behind the arc, Gus Etchison. Trying to get by. Cut off right there by Luke Stoker. Double team. Etchison being primarily guarded by 24. And that is Carson Dozel. They kick the ball back out. Defensively, offensively, Huskies to the corner. Shot good. 3 in a row from the left corner baseline. That's Isaac Hickok. Hickok from the baseline. Falls in the front court. On the dribble, Elijah Lillis. 45-32. Huskies by 13. Working behind the arc, Dalton Money. Back out top, they'll give it to Dozel. He'll take a shot 14 feet away. Block shot, Etchison. No foul call. So what this is a game. So they're working into the front court now. This is almost like the Saints and the Rams. Not quite the same. But the ball's in the front court. Hamilton Heights on the dribble. Working on the left side, Isaac Hickok being guarded right there by Dozel. Dribbles out of it. Going to be a timeout. 30-second timeout called by Chad Ballinger. Just making sure the possession was secured. He calls the timeout. 46-32. 37.8 seconds left here in the third quarter. And I will remind you, the 2A, Class 2A polls, the most recent polls since January 22nd, these are authentic. In first place, this is a poll now, the rankings, Southwestern, they're 15-1. Second place is Shenandoah. Dave McCullough himself, he's 12-1. Third position in the polls now, this is Associated Press. Associated Press, that's the Tipton Blue Devils. Blue Devils are in third place in the rankings, and number 4 is Linton Stockton at 13-2. Way down to number 9, Heritage Christian, 11-3, and Frankton Eagles at number 10, 13-3. The Huskies will see the Frankton Eagles on the last day of the month. So they're working back around. Hamilton Heights to the corner. 3-point shot in the air, got it. Number 14, Brent Pennington. Pennington from three-point land. 49-32 to the opposite corner. Good. Humrick House, 6'7" Ben Humrick House. Left corner baseline, good. 49-35, 9 seconds left in the quarter. Front court with the basketball. Gus Etchison out top. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He'll cross over. He'll step back, shoot a three. Wouldn't go. Rimmed out, wouldn't go. Cleared space. Just off target. We'll go to the end of the third quarter. Hamilton Heights in front. 49-35 over the Tipton Blue Devils. And pretty good game in the works right now. And I will also remind you In Class 3A, the Associated Poll rankings presently, Class 3A from January 22nd rankings. At number 1, it's Western. I take that back. It is Northwestern. Northwestern, they're 13-0. They're number 1. Number 2 is Greensburg. They're 15-1. Number 3 is Delta. They're 15-0. Number 4 is Culver Academy. They won 3A last year. They're number 4 now in the rankings in Associated Press. They're 7-2. Number 5 is Indianapolis Attucks. A couple of years ago, they won the Class 3A. They defeated the Twin Lakes Indians in a dogfight. They're currently 12-4. 6th position is Heritage Hills. They're 14-1. 7th is Mishawaka Marion. They're 10-2. Number 8 is Edgewood. They're 12-2. Number 9 is Silver Creek. They're 13-2. And number 10, Brownstown Central, 11-2. Brownstown Central can put some points on the board in football. Look back about 3 or 4 years ago. Ball goes out of bounds. It's last touch by Hamilton Heights. They give the ball up. We've just begun the 4th quarter. Going to give it to Tipton. Brought in right there, Aiden Moses. He'll get the ball back from Dolzel. 7:47, clock moving. 4th quarter, 49-35. Going to work it down low even further. They get it to Noah Wolf. He'll get the bucket. Give the assist to number 24, Carson Dolzel. 49-37, a 12-point leader are the Huskies. Huskies have the ball in the front court with the basketball is Hudson Hosteller. He'll kick it right side behind the arc. Long 3-point shot. Left elbow extended is good. Isaac Hickok had some arc on that one. He's made his last 4 from 3-point land. 52-37. He'll kick it down low. Noah Wolf back inside. He'll take a shot. He got it blocked. Brent Pennington with the block shot. Ball secured there before going over the timeline. That was Isaac Hickok. And Gus Etchison gets the ball back. He's going to get called for a palming violation. So substitution, going to check in. We're going to see Dalton Money for the Blue Devils. He'll check in the ball game. Noah Wolf going to take a breather. And belongs to Tipton, brought in front of the Husky bench by Aiden Moses. He'll get the ball back from Dolzel. In the front court now, Aiden Moses. Where's number 20? He's working against Hosteller. He'll pass it down low. Noah, number 24, Carson Dolzel. He had to save that basketball from going out of bounds. He did. He went out of bounds. Flipped it back behind his back pretty hard. It went off the Husky and out of bounds. And Tipton going to keep the possession in the front court. Right there to Humrick House. Brought in by Aiden Moses. Out top to Dalton Money. To the corner, skip pass to Aiden. He'll step in, kick it back out. Left elbow extended. 3-point shot when he go for Luke Stoker. Rebound secured by A.J. Field. So outlet left side to Gus Etchison. Etchison going to bring it back out top. They'll switch off right there. Etchison works it to the corner. Brent Pennington. Back onto the corner. Gus Etchison. He'll bring the ball back out. 52-37. 6:12 left here in the 4th quarter. On the dribble. They go right-handed off the glass. Almost like a Michael Jordan wanted to go left off the glass. Switched to right. He got the 2-point bucket. 54-37 down low. Lost the handle. Trying to come up to the board right there was Carson Dolzel. Last touch by Tipton. Going to be brought in left of the bucket. Brent Pennington getting a pretty good hand clap from the Hamilton Heights folks who travel. He's still in the ball game. And they're going to bring the ball in. Isaac Hickok left of the bucket. They'll bring it 84 feet. Long baseball pass to Pennington. A little bit too strong. Pennington couldn't quite track it down. And it goes on out of bounds. And they'll give a tip in the basketball on the opposite baseline. It'll be brought in left of the bucket by Aiden Moses. Brought in to Elijah Lillis. Now back to Aiden Moses crossing the timeline. Left side working it. Winner to Dolzel. Just outside the paint. He'll go off the glass. Got the bucket. Carson Dolzel going to work the offensive mode here in the 4th quarter. 54-39. Working the basketball. Gus Etchison outside the paint. He'll take a shot off the glass. Got the bucket. In the ball game for the Huskies is number 23, Cray Leininger. Cray Leininger and Cameron Knott, the only Huskies to make the all-county team in Hamilton County in football this year. So ball goes out of bounds. The last touch by the Huskies. It'll be brought in by Aiden Moses. Aiden Moses going to bring it in bounds right there from the crowd side. He'll bring it in to Dolzel. Back to the corner. Aiden Moses goes baseline. Gets the defender up in the air. Goes back up, and he'll go to the foul line. Bust that foul, but you got to wait till the gentleman jumps. Even Coach Ballinger saying, just put your hands up. But they jump, and they pick up the foul. It's going to be a whistle on Brent Pennington. He picks up number 2 in the ball game. 2 for each team here in the second half. First shot up and good. Aiden Moses. Aiden Moses shooting 70% from the free throw line. Let's step back there. He's a senior, 5'11". Second shot up and good. Aiden Moses. 56-41. Huskies by 15. Crossing the timeline. Working a baseline. To pop it off right there. A.J. Fields got the bucket. Credit the assist to Hostetler. 58-41. Just inside the 5-minute mark. Left elbow extended. Shot in the air. Wouldn't go Elijah Lillis. Board secured by Gus Etchison. Across the timeline. Picked up there. Foul going to be called. Aiden Moses. So that's going to be the third foul in the second half on Tipton. Still, as mentioned, just 2 second half on the Huskies. The foul whistle on Aiden Moses. He picks up his first foul of the ball game. 4:45 on the game clock. Front court. Gus Etchison trying to pierce a double team. Another reach in. They're accumulating some fouls, but it may be by design in case they need to use the foul as a particular way to stop the clock and hope for a miss. So that foul's whistled on Aiden Moses. He picks up number 2, team foul number 4. In the front court, Gus Etchison. He'll work it down low. He'll dish it off. Cray Leininger off the glass, got the bucket. Cray Leininger, he averages 3.3 points per game. He averages 3 rebounds per game. He got a bucket right there. 60-41 to the corner. Baseline jumper, 3-point shot, good. Dalton Money, he's a junior. He's 60-44, 16-point ball game. Block shot, Gus Etchison went up for it. Took the shot. The block shot occurs when Dolzel swatted at it. They try to keep it down low. The ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Hamilton Heights. Going to belong to Tipton. Working across the timeline with a pass to Luke Stoker. He'll get the ball back to Carson Dolzel. Dolzel being guarded right there by Brent Pennington. Right side, they'll work it down low to Luke Stoker. Inside out play to Aiden Moses. Now back out top to Dolzel. Back to the corner. Short off the mark when he go from three-point land. That was Aiden Moses. Rebound Hamilton Heights. Gus Etchison. Going to drive the paint. Right side wouldn't go. Rebound secured by Carson Dolzel. He'll cross over in the paint. He'll take a shot. He'll go to the foul line. Foul occurs. 60-44, 3:35 left. Here in the fourth quarter. Foul's going to be whistled. Hamilton Heights, it's going to be number 15, A.J. Field. A.J. Field picks up his second foul of the ball game. Left-handed floater from the foul line, good. Carson Dolzel. Carson Dolzel, I know he started 3 years, maybe even 4. Short off the mark, wouldn't go. 60-45, Huskies by 15. 3:28 on the game clock. In the front court with the basketball, Hudson Hostetler. He'll get it to Etchison, now back to Hostetler. He'll drive the paint off the glass. Underhanded scoop shot, Hudson Hostetler at 5'8". He's got mobility. 62-45. Right side with the basketball, picked up his dribble. That's Aiden Moses. Works it back out top to Dolzel. On left side, they'll work the paint now. Drive, Luke Stoker. Stoker took the shot, wouldn't go, but he'll go through the foul line. He'll be fouled in the act of shooting. And Cray Leininger going to pick up the personal foul. Cray picks up number 1 in the ball game. First shot up and good for Luke Stoker. Luke Stoker, where's number 22? He's at the foul line now for three-point land. He shoots 51%. Second shot, rimmed around, fell in. He got both of them. Luke Stoker, 62-47. That's to a 15-point advantage for the Huskies. Baseball pass again. So gets to Etchison. He'll go off the glass. Got the bucket. And Tom Brady, Brent Pennington throws a strike. 64-47. Cross-court skip pass to the corner. Three-point land. Got it. Aiden Moses. Aiden Moses hits the three. It's a 14-point ball game. 64-50. Timeout, 60-second timeout called with 2:45 left here in the fourth quarter. And I will remind you, both these teams, basketball still on the agenda. We'll remind you, the Blue Devils will be at Taylor High School tomorrow night. That's a 7:30 start time. And we'll mention the Huskies. Huskies' next game on their agenda will be next Thursday, the 31st. That'll be a 7:30 start time for the varsity. Hamilton Heights will be at Frankton. That's always a good ball game. Frankton Eagles right there in the Class 2A rankings at number 10. They're 13-3. There's the first 45-second horn. They're going to inbound the basketball. 64-50. 2:45 left here in the fourth quarter. Huskies going to inbound the basketball. It's going to be brought in by Brent Pennington. Left of the bucket. He can roam the baseline if he needs to. He's walking a little bit. He's going to call a timeout. Defense is synonymous with the Tipton Blue Devils, and they disallow an inbounds. And Brent Pennington says, hey, we need a timeout. As mentioned before, back in the day, usually that official would be counting them off. 1, 2, and if he gets to 3, that disallows the opportunity for the boy inbounding the basketball to call a timeout. But that was back in the day. That wasn't too far back, but they got rid of that rule in a hurry because it just didn't make a lot of sense. So we're at Tipton High School. Pretty good crowd on hand. We're thankful you're listening to PutMeInSports.com. This game also being simulcast Hamilton County TV.com. I think there's another simulcast going on Hamilton County TV right now. SRN. I think SRN doing some basketball, and I think they may have a game happening tonight. If you're listening to this game, check them out on demand. You can hear their game tomorrow or maybe later tonight. So they're going to inbound the basketball once again. Brent Pennington going to give it a shot. Left of the bucket. He gets a bounce pass from the official. Whistle blows. Looking to get it in. Defense is good. Pushes it in to Hosteller. Pierces a double team. That was Elijah Lillis and Luke Stoker. Gets it down low. Cray Leininger. Cross-court pass to the corner. Works it to A.J. Field. Now back to Hosteller. Back to A.J. Field. Cray Leininger skip pass. He'll work it to Edgerton to the corner. They're just trying to use some clock here out top. And then with the basketball now, it's Hosteller out front of the scores bench. He'll work it left side to Pennington. Works it back to Gus Etchison. Etchison, double team. He'll jump out of it. He'll pass it down low off the glass. Now the real tough shot for A.J. Field. 2-point land off the glass in the paint. 66-50. The Blue Devils playing defense. They're working down low in the paint. Shot off the glass. Got the bucket. Carson Dozel going to go to the foul line. He'll have an opportunity for a 3-point play. The foul's going to be whistled on number 0, Gus Etchison. Gus Etchison going to pick up his third foul in the ball game. 66-52, 14-point game. Now a 13-point game. Dozel makes the first. Ben Humrichhouse back in the ball game. He'll line up. I think that was a three-point play. So they'll defend again, and Pennington will try to get the ball in left of the bucket. They'll get the ball back. It's going to be stolen. Dozel, he'll go off the glass, got the bucket. 66-55. Baseball pass to the front court. Gus Etchison off the glass, left side, got the bucket. 68-55. 13-point advantage for the Huskies. In the paint, off the glass, got the bucket. Carson Dozel. Going to be a timeout called by Coach Lou LaFay. They'll work it out right there. It's going to be a 60-second timeout. I take that back. They're going to remain standing. It'll be a 30-second timeout, 68-57. It's an 11-point advantage for the Huskies. 1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. And what a ball game. And we'll remind you, Put Me in Sports tomorrow night. Going to be at Twin Lakes High School. The Western Panthers going to go in battle with the Twin Lakes Indians. That's right there in Monticello. That's a pretty good little drive that I quite enjoy. The scenery. And on my way, I think about Indiana Beach. Indiana Beach, if you didn't know, about 3 years ago, they were taking over brand new ownership. And I understand it is just wonderful. Plan your family trip. 68-57. 1:36 left. Trying to get the ball in, does so. Almost hands off to Hosteller. Gets it to Gus Etchison in the front court. Kicks it left side to Cray Leininger. Now back out top to Hosteller. With the dribble, he'll pass it back out. That's Brent Pennington to Etchison. Now to Cray Leininger. Cray Leininger going to get it fouled. Top of the circle. He's just trying to dish off. And that's going to be foul number 5 on Tipton here in the second half. Huskies also with 5. We'll mention that foul was whistled on Elijah Lillis. He has 1 in the ball game. Passing it to the backcourt. Hosteller on the dribble. Works it back in the front. Pennington. Cross-court pass to Etchison. Works it to Hosteller. Going to be a foul call. Going to be the 6th foul. Second half. It's going to be whistled on Luke Stoker. He'll pick up his first foul of the ball game. Coach Lou LaFay thinking about substituting right now. He's not going to do it quite yet. 68-57, 1:13 left. Passing it through the backcourt. Gus Etchison, he'll go through the legs. Elijah Lillis guarding him. They'll work it through the corner. Pennington, cross-court baseball pass to A.J. Field. They'll move it back out top to Hosteller. Back to Pennington, back to Hosteller. Back to Pennington. Cross-court skip pass. Trying to get it to A.J. Field, but Luke Stoker right there to deflect. Luke Stoker, pretty good receiver. If you didn't know, in Class 2A, Gridiron Digest at the beginning of the season rated him as a starter wide receiver all of Class 2A, and he lived up to the standards. So we're going to the front court now. Huskies with the basketball. Isaac Hickok. For the scores bench, Etchison. Hosteller back out top. The dribble right side, they're going to foul, and Hosteller will be the foul shooter. It'll be the 1-and-1, goes into effect right there. Foul's going to be whistled on Luke Stoker. He'll pick up his second foul. Cray Leininger going to check back in the ball game. Taking a breather is Isaac Hickok. We're going to see Corey Vonfeld check back in. He's got some wheels. And A.J. Field, he's going to probably take a breather. Might be for the duration. A.J. Field went down hard. He's still a little bit gimpy, but I think he'll be ready for Thursday. Off the mark, shot wouldn't go for Hosteller. Rebound to the front court. It works to Aiden Moses outside behind the arc. Three-point land wouldn't go. Tracy's own shot wouldn't go on the third time. Dalton Money giving it everything he had. He couldn't get the three-point shot to go. Fouled his shot, missed it. Followed that shot and got fouled. He's at the foul line now. Foul's going to be whistled on 23, Cray Leininger. Cray Leininger going to pick up the foul. Foul shot up and good for Dalton Money. Dalton Money back at the stripe. He's a junior class member. He'll get both of them. Substitution checking in. We're going to see Elijah Lillis in the ballgame for Aiden Moses. Huskies going to check in with a couple. 29.8 left, 68-59. A 9-point ball game and a foul in the backcourt in a hurry. Luke Stoker going to pick up the foul. Going to the foul stripe is going to be number 0, Gus Etchison. Isaac Hickok going to check out of the ball game. Cray Leininger back in the ball game. Huskies going with Leininger, Pennington, Bonfeld, Hosteller, and at the foul line by himself as a Husky is Etchison. First shot up and good. 3 on the foul lane. Now he's gonna be joined. He's gonna get a congratulatory from Cray Leininger. He'll get one more. Gus Etchison. He's an 80% free throw shooter. Second one rimmed around, fell in. He got both of them. He started the ball game at 65 for 81 on the season. 70-59, 11-point leader. Outside the paint, shot wouldn't go. Going to get some help back up to the surface. Cray Leininger, Pennington going to help him up. To the foul line, Carson Dozel. He'll shoot 2 more. 19.3 seconds left. 70-59. Hamilton Heights in front. Left-handed floater, first shot, good for Carson Dozel. He gets some congratulatory. Right there on the lane from Ben Humrichhouse, I should say. Humrichhouse, a baseball player. Got to see Humrichhouse at North Montgomery this summer. Second shot up and good. Dozel. So they're going to check in. Substitution. Drew Pierce, where's number 11? He's a sophomore. A.J. Field back out of the ball game. So Bonfeld in the ball game. Long baseball pass, he's open. It's Gus off the glass, got the bucket. 2-point shot, good. 72-61. Front court. Humrichhouse off the glass, shot wouldn't go from 3-point land. Rebound secured by Brent Pennington. He's going to walk the distance. It's going to still be, that'll be foul number 9 on Tipton here in the second half. So he'll get just a 1-and-1. We'll see Cray Leininger back in the ball game. A little bit of offense, defense going on. Out of the ball game, taking a breather, is Isaac Hickok. Also back in the game, we're going to see first time tonight. Number 32, Johnny Cameron. He's a 6'4 junior. He shoots 80% from the foul line. He's 4 for 5. First shot rimmed around, fell in. Pennington, he'll get one more. 1-and-1. Pennington going to get another one. 5.6 left. Pennington eyes and flies the second one, gets both of them. Pennington, he's an 88% free throw shooter. He's now 9 for 10. He's 90%. 3-point shot near the buzzer. Dozel, final clock goes off. 32 minutes gone by. Final score, Hamilton Heights gets a win, 74-64. And that just about evens up. We'll mention in the JV contest, Tipton got the win, 44-34. So good ball games here, and we'll hope the best for girls basketball. Close, I should say, Class 3A24. Huskies will be at Newcastle, 7 o'clock on Tuesday to do battle with Yorktown. That'll be a rematch, and we'll mention the 2A Sectional 39 at Madison Grant. Tipton girls will play on the first day of February. They will play the winner of Taylor versus Alexandria. That'll be game 1 of the Madison Grant Sectional on the 29th. That's next Tuesday. And as mentioned, Tipton Blue Devils currently 18-5. That's the Lady Devils. Hamilton Heights 12-10. Yorktown 12-8. We thank you for listening. No matter if you're home or away, if you're teaching or learning, you've always got to keep the fire burning.